welcome to the O2 Arsenal Vodcast. Here's the news. Arsene Wenger has 5 of his first-team squad missing for Wednesday's crucial trip to Newcastle. The Arsenal manager knows victory will send his side 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League, but he has some big names out.
Alexander Leb and Mathieu Flamini from Saturday against Villa, and nobody else back. So at the moment, of course, we have Diaby, Van Persie, Fabregas, Leb and Flamini who are out.
Meanwhile, Emmanuel Adebayor explains how a call from the departing Thierry Henry helped him start the season in top form.
I know when Thierry left, and he always called me on the phone, and I was on holiday in Togo when he called me and told me that I'm going to sign Barcelona, and I hope you will do good for the team, and I know the team will need you, and I always believe in you. You know, when a player as a Thierry call you to tell you that is, you know, this means coming from heart. So I was very happy, and I just told myself, okay, now I have to take a lot of responsibility. I have to show a character. I have to play football and enjoy myself on the pitch. That's all.
We're at Islington Town Hall on a very special night for Arsenal Ladies Football Club. Vic Akers and his team have been awarded the Freedom of the Borough in recognition of their incredible achievements in 2007. The ladies scooped an unprecedented quadruple in 2007, winning every Premier League game, lifting both domestic trophies, and capping all of that by becoming the first British team to win the UEFA Women's Cup. We'll catch up with some of the women who made that possible later on. Of course, Freedom of the Borough is a very grand honour, but what exactly does it mean? We put that question to the Mayor of Islington, Councillor Barbara Smith. Madam Mayor, Arsenal ladies have the Freedom of Islington Borough. Just tell us exactly what that means.
The Freedom of the Borough is a way of recognising a very high achievement and a great contribution to the borough. We bestow it very, very rarely, and it has to be an outstanding contribution to our life here. And obviously the Arsenal ladies, with their amazing record, were very worthy recipients of it. But it's something that's only given every few years.
And what really struck me was the number of people here today to see this honour bestowed.
We wanted to make sure, obviously, friends and families of the team. We had as many councillors as could come. We invited past councillors who'd had a particular association and interest in the team. And because we had the gallery, we were able to bring in a lot of young people who are particularly associated with girls' football in Islington. We wanted to inspire them. We thought that it's a thing they would enjoy, and so we took that opportunity to be able to get about 50 of them up there.
Because there's a real Arsenal connection here. Arsene Wenger and Ken Fryer have had the Freedom of the Borough as well.
Yes, Ken Fryer and Arsene Wenger got the Freedom of the Borough in 2004. I actually spoke at that one and began my speech saying I have never been to a football match, because I actually lived in Avenel Road. So for 26 years I lived in the same road as the Arsenal football stadium, and then they moved it. And I still haven't been to a football match.
Would you consider going to one?
Oh, I would love to, but I'd never get round to it because I'm a great sort of ballet fan and theatre fan. And this year being May, you don't have a life. This is something like my 260th engagement since May. So it's a busy life.
Is this one of the most enjoyable ones?
Oh, yes. I mean, this is very rare. Many mayors don't get the chance to do a Freedom of the Borough, so to actually be able to have that in your list is fantastic. You know, this will definitely be one of the very great highlights when it comes to the end of the year.
Faye, you have the Freedom of the Borough. What does that mean to you?
Well, yeah, obviously it's a great accomplishment for the club. Obviously we join a list of some distinguished names on the list that's up in that room. I think Mr. Wenger about 3 years ago, and obviously Arsenal Football Club back in 1980 or 1971, I think it was. So no, it's great for the club and the recognition of the girls. It's
been a rousing speech by Emma Hayes saying this team will go down in history. That's a fair point, isn't it?
Yeah, we hope so. Obviously, she was wanted to obviously say what it means to us as a group of players, and obviously is for Vic, on the behalf of Vic, because obviously he couldn't be here today, and he's a major part in the team doing so well. So yeah, she said she was nervous beforehand, but I knew she'd love that occasion, so she was the right person to do it.
She didn't look nervous at all, did she?
No. Like she said, she wanted to be maybe a politician. She would have liked to have been maybe not a football coach. So
it's been 6 months since the quadruple was achieved. It was final after final after final. There wasn't really a moment to draw breath at the time. Looking back on it now, how big an achievement is it?
Well, it's the recognition like this we've received tonight means that hopefully we will go down in history, and perhaps no other British or English team will ever do it again. So it's a massive feat, and obviously this year, sadly, we're out of the UEFA Cup already after a defeat against Lyon. But that just shows how hard it is now to actually achieve what we did last year.
And it's at Islington Town Hall, a very luxurious place and a great honour.
Yeah, most definitely. We really appreciate, this massive achievement, really, and to have people notice what we've done and contributed to this community is absolutely amazing.
Vic Akers, the manager, can't be here. He left us a message from Seville, which was played out today. How much of a part has he played?
It's massive, he started this from way back when, and he's continuously encouraged all the girls to progress to the level that we have, and each competition, has been positive, and that's attributed to the success we have.
Now, the quadruple was completed about 6 months ago. At the time, it was a bit of a blur, wasn't it? Because there were so many big games after one another. Have you had time to look back and really reflect on it?
Yes and no, I suppose. Now events like this make you realise exactly what we have achieved and what the club has achieved, past and present players. And I'm sure when my career is over, I'll look back and I'll just be astounded by what we've really achieved here.
And the cheering from the galleries, lots of young girls here. Do you see yourself as a role model for these kind of kids?
Well, I hope so. I go out every single game, try and give 100% and in my training matches and all the rest of it. And I hope they look at what we put in and hopefully want to aspire to do the same.
Kelly, you've got the freedom of the borough. What does that mean to you?
It's a great accomplishment for everybody involved with Arsenal Ladies Football Club. We've come here tonight to receive the award, and everybody's just on a high. Really, it's great to be honoured by the Borough of Islington. It's amazing.
You're in the middle of a great career for Arsenal and also other teams as well in the States. How much does this team compare when it means going down in history?
Yeah, we definitely staked our claim for a legacy in history. It's amazing to think that last year we won everything. We swept the board, won the quadruple. We're UEFA Cup champions, the first British team to do it. It's just an amazing achievement for everybody involved, and we're going to try and do the same again this year.
It's a bit of a blur, May, because every single big game was coming week after week after week. Did you have time to enjoy it in the summer?
No, because we was right into the World Cup, so we won the quadruple, and then it's right back into training and preparations for a successful World Cup campaign in China. So it hasn't been haven't had much rest. So we're all looking forward to the Christmas break.
The team will go down in history, as you say, as an Arsenal star and an England star. All those girls up in the galleries, kind of cheering you on today. Do you feel like a role model?
Yeah, definitely. A bunch of us do. Everyone involved with Arsenal Ladies is a role model. We try and get out into the community as much as possible and be role models for the young girls. One day I never had a role model, female, especially a female role model to look up to. So if we can be that as lady footballers, then I don't see what the problem is.
What would you have wanted when you were younger?
What did I want? I wanted to play professional football, and I was lucky enough to get the chance to do that out in America. Played out in America for 7 years. But then moved back to England 3 years ago to play for Arsenal.
Cheers, Kelly.
Thank you.